So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in a new video. As you know, I'm in a losing streak as of right now, so let's get out of this losing streak with those pairs that I have for the next week. So the first one for the next week is USD CAD. USD CAD, guys, was the one that actually killed me last week, that destroyed me last week, because I took a trade, wigged me out, and went completely into my take profit that could have been a 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, it happens. I'll show it to you guys later in the video. So on the weekly time frame, we can definitely see that we are bearish with this 1 minute lower low and this 1 minute lower high. We are in a trending market, so we are creating lower highs and lower lows. Very, very nice time frame. Very nice market structure on the weekly. On the daily time frame, guys, we can see that we are bearish with this 1 minute lower high and this 1 minute lower low. We are still in this range, so we are bearish. I really like how on Friday we closed like a big bearish engulfing candlestick, engulfing a lot of candlesticks that we couldn't engulf in the previous days. So we are bearish on the daily as well. On the 4 hour, we are bearish as well with this 1 minute lower high and this 1 minute lower low. So we have all the main 3 time frames bearish. And guys, look, this is the trade that actually made me lose money last week. I took it at this break and retest on the 4 hour, took it here, wigged me out perfectly once again, and then it went into my take profit, which could have been a 1, 2, 2 perfectly. 1, 2, 2 perfectly, didn't reach it. Unfortunately, it happens. It's part of trading. It's normal. Trading, it's like that. We gotta take the best trades. We gotta keep going because it will pay off later. So I will keep going. What I'm gonna wait on this one here to do is to have a retest of this beautiful weekly area of interest with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. On daily, we have more touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 touches. Look at those touches here, using it as a resistance, a very strong resistance. So I very like this area of interest here, and it's also a recent area of interest on the day, on the 4 hour time frame, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on the 4 hour recently, just in the last 3 months. So this right here is a very nice area of interest. As I said, I'm gonna wait for a pullback up here, a rejection plus a engulfing candlestick on the 1 hour, 2 hour, or 30 minutes to take this trade to the downside and target, guys, this low here. This will be my target on USD CAD, which will then be a 1, 2, 3, which if I catch it will be a lot and will be actually very nice and fun, because I like trading and it actually sometimes it's fun. So that is, guys, USD CAD for the next week. Now I say compare, guys, is Euro GBP. Euro GBP on the weekly time frame, we can see that we are bearish with this 1 minute lower high and this 1 minute lower low. What I really like about last week is that we had a big bearish engulfing candlestick, engulfing 1, 2, 3 candlesticks that were bullish candlesticks. So whenever we have a big engulfing candlestick, it means that price will then go to the downside the next week, maybe. So then, guys, I drew a beautiful area of interest here with 1, 2, 3, and when we go to the left, we have even more touches on the weekly time frame, which is a strong area of interest. Daily time frame, it's very strong as well, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 touches, most of them as a resistance. Look at this one here, very strong resistance and demand zone that pushed price a lot to the downside. What I'm gonna wait for the next week is exactly that, a 4 hour lower high at this area of interest here. That is the one that I just showed you, guys. 4 hour lower high up there, entry signal on the 2 hour, 1 hour, or 30 minutes to take this trade to the downside and target. I'd like to target these lows here on the 4 hour, but even a 1 to 2.5 up here would be very much appreciated and sufficient for the next week. So As I said, I'm gonna wait for the lower high on the 4-hour to take this trade here to the downside. Very easy trade idea in my opinion. So we will see what will happen the next week on Euro GBP. Then guys, my third pair is CAD JPY. CAD JPY on the weekly time frame, we can see that we are very bullish with this one mean the higher high, this one mean the higher low. So we are bullish on the weekly time frame. Then I draw a kinda area of interest that just has two touches with one here and one here, using it as a resistance and as a resistance once again. This touch here is also the previous structure point, so we had the break. I'm gonna wait for the retest of this previous structure point to continue going to the upside. The daily time frame, guys, it's very much bullish with this one being the higher high, this one being the higher low, kinda, if you want to count it as a higher low, or if you don't want to count that, you can count this one here. So as I said, I'm gonna wait for the break, which we had the retest of this area of interest here of round psychological level 115.500 to take this buy to the upside, and on the 4-hour, which is bullish as well, for the higher low at this area of interest here, previous structure point, to continue buying and targeting new highs. So that's KJPY. It's a pretty easy trade idea in my opinion. Very easy. Me that I'm used with sells, I can use these. I can use this feature here on TradingView, which is inverse scale, and actually helps me see that as a sell if I have to, but I'm used in both ways, so I use it as a buy as well. So as I said, higher low to continue buying to the upside. That's CAD JPY in my opinion. Then guys, I have Euro JPY. Euro JPY on this one here, I'm gonna wait for a sell, for the simple fact that the weekly time frame is bearish, with this one being the lower high and this one being the lower low. So we are bearish on the weekly time frame. The daily time frame is bearish as well, with this one being the lower high and this one being the lower low. So we are bearish on the daily time frame as well. And we are at a strong area of interest with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. And we have a strong left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, which is a beautiful pattern that if it plays out, it will be very nice. So what I'm gonna wait on Euro JPY here is that I'm gonna wait for a daily bearish engulfing candlestick engulfing these two previous candlesticks to look for sells, because if not, I'm not gonna be interested in this trade here, because it might use this area of interest here as a potential higher low to continue creating new highs and new higher lows. So as I said guys, I'm gonna wait for a daily mandatory bearish engulfing candlestick to take this buy to the upside. That's what I'm gonna wait on Euro JPY. And on the 4-hour, if we get that bearish engulfing candlestick, it will look like something like this. Bearish engulfing, and then I'm gonna wait for the retest to continue selling to the downside. So guys, trust me, if I won't get this bearish engulfing candlestick, I won't take this trade here. So actually, let me write it up there. Waiting for mandatory bearish engulfing on the daily time frame. Because guys, that's the confirmation that price is rejecting this strong area of interest here and is proceeding to go to the downside. That will be my confirmation. So it's mandatory in my opinion to wait for the bearish engulfing candlestick, and if we get the bearish engulfing candlestick, I will target this low here on the daily time frame, because it's a strong level of support and resistance used multiple times. Now guys, I have GJ, which is GBP/JPY, which on this one here, I'm not gonna wait for sells, but for buys, because the weekly, okay, it's bearish, it kinda looks like Euro JPY, but the daily, it's bullish, because here it's shifted structure, turning it bullish. And this strong area of interest here, which was used multiple times as a support, it can be used once again as a support, because last week we rejected the EMA, we had a big push to the upside. On the 4-hour, which is bullish, we have a higher high. I'm gonna wait for the higher low at this area of interest here to continue going to the upside. That's my idea on GJ, and I have a doubt and I need your help because I'm interested in buys right here, and buys are looking very good. I kind of like a lot buys on GJ because we are bullish on the daily, above a strong area of interest here, bullish on the 4 hour, we have a strong area of interest here, retest of this to then continue going to the upside. But what I don't know if I like it or not is because I'm gonna look for sells on Euro JPY, and that's it, guys. I'm very curious if those pairs have a correlation. If they do, if it makes sense to buy GJ and sell EJ, if it does give me the bearish engulfing. So that's my only doubt here. And guys, I need your help, so comment please to help me in my doubt here. So that was GJ. I believe that I'm gonna wait for a retest here to then buy, and I believe that it's the most ideal thing to do here on GJ. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, and that's why live markets will tell us. So we will see what will happen the next week. So guys, my next pair is AUD USD. AUD USD on the weekly time frame, we can see that we are very bullish, with this one being the higher low and this one being the higher high. So whenever, guys, we have a higher high, we need to have a higher low at a strong level of resistance and support to then continue going to the upside and create new highs. The weekly right now, guys, as I said, is at a higher high, and last week closed like a big bearish engulfing, rejecting this strong area of interest here with 1 and 2 touches, using it as a resistance. So we rejected it once again. We rejected once again the strong area of interest here, and around psychological level 0.71. So we rejected it once again. It means that it's a strong zone. It's a strong ground psychological level and a strong area. So this right here makes me think that I might sell on AUD USD, because as I said, the weekly is at a higher high and we need a higher low to proceed creating higher highs and higher lows. The daily time frame, it's bearish, with this one being the lower high and this one being the lower low. It is bearish. In fact, guys, this is the previous structure point, and we created a kind of small area of interest here. So as I just said, since the daily is bearish, the weekly is rejecting a strong area of interest, and the 4 hour time frame right now it's bearish as well. I'm gonna wait for sells on AUD USD because it's what makes the most sense. So I'm gonna wait for sells here, but as a further confirmation, I might wait for a daily bearish engulfing candlestick or a daily doji rejecting the strong area of interest here, or a 4 hour bearish engulfing here, engulfing this thing here. So bearish engulfing here to take this trade to the downside. But what makes the most sense is a daily bearish engulfing candlestick to then continue going to the downside and target this low here, which will then be a 1 to 2. Yes, 1 to 2 risk to reward, which is perfect. We don't need more than that, guys. So as I just said, we rejected the strong area of interest on the weekly. We are at the higher high. We need the higher low. Daily time frame shifted bearish to create a higher low on the weekly. 4 hour bearish. I'm gonna wait for a rejection candlestick from the area of interest to take this sell to the downside. Very easy trade idea in my opinion, guys. If you didn't understand it, make sure to comment and I'll help you out. Then guys, my next pair is GBP AUD, and GBP AUD on this one here, I made some thinking behind it because it makes a lot of sense in my opinion. So the weekly time frame, we can see that we are very bearish. We are very bearish, with this one being a lower high, this one being a lower low, and the last week closed like a bullish engulfing candlestick, and we can say as a morning star formation as well, if you want to call it like that. But it's not a clean morning star formation. So we rejected a strong area of support, resistance, support, support, support. Those two touches here are very clean touches, using it as a support. So this is a strong support, and whenever we reject it, we then continue going to the upside. We reject it, we go to the upside. We reject it, we go to the upside. we reject it, we go to the upside. So it's a strong area of interest where whenever we are above it, we reject it and go to the upside, as I just said. The daily time frame, guys, right now it's bearish, with this one being the lower high and this one being the lower low. And you can definitely see that I have my buy set up here. Why? Because I'm gonna wait for a daily bullish engulfing candlestick that shifts the structure on the daily, that changes its character from bearish to bullish, because it's the lower high, so we body close above it, and then the daily is bullish. We then need that, a retest, to then proceed going to the upside and target this resistance here. This is very, very easy, guys. We rejected the area of interest on the weekly. We need the lower high on the weekly. The daily might shift bullish, so if we shift bullish, I'm gonna be 100% interested in buying. The 4 hour right now it's bullish, but if the daily shifts bullish once again, it will create a break and retest above this strong area of interest here. I will enter at the retest and target this area of interest here for a 1 to 2 or even more when we will see the live market the next week. So this right here, guys, is very, very easy and a very, very high probability trade setup in my opinion, because this weekly time frame here can even reach this zone here the next week, guys, because it's a strong resistance. So we rejected this strong support here and we went inside of this strong resistance there, and if it reaches that resistance there, it will be a 1 to 7, which is a lot, guys. So this right here is a very easy trade idea, but I won't take it if we don't get first a daily bullish engulfing closing above that, which will then mean that the daily shifted bullish. So that's, guys, very, very nice trade idea in my opinion. And if you paid close attention, you can see that it has the AUD, the Australian dollar, and the AUD is here as well, and it looks the same as GBP AUD. Look, bullish, bearish, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, waiting for the higher low, waiting for the lower high. It's the reverse. It's exactly the reverse. So very, very nice pairs for the next week. And now, guys, my last one, which is kinda the one that I don't need to trade. If I have all these pairs here that are very high probability, I don't really need to trade this one here, which is EuroCAD. EuroCAD last week closed like a big bearish engulfing candlestick. A lot of pips, guys. It did 400 pips almost, which basically is more than this thing here. Yeah, it's kind of the same exact thing as did at this thing here, which was actually a whole year almost. The daily time frame is bearish as well. We are at a strong level of resistance and a support once again. I'm gonna wait for a rejection, a big daily bullish engulfing candlestick, a 4 hour shift of structure to take this buy to the upside. But this really doesn't make any sense for me to trade it, because we have many more trades that are actually high probability. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys liked it. The pairs for the next week are very clean in my opinion. I used a lot of time to actually look at the pairs this time, because lately I haven't been very much into trading like I used to be, but now, guys, I'm back. Trust me, I'm very back. But, guys, I'm back. I'm very focused on trading. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. The link for my broker is in the description, so if you want, you can join it. It's actually a very nice broker. Join my Telegram channel because it's free, and there I send every single live update. I show you guys when I enter the trade, when I lose the trades, and when I hopefully win the trades. Follow me on IG as well. Subscribe here if you're not yet subscribed. Leave a like, leave a comment, because this helps me so much with the channel. Bye, guys.